Hi. Seago had that great ability in that he could make wonderful paintings out of next to nothing. And I hope I can have some of the good fortune to be able to produce this one. This is a snow scene, but I'm taking this from one of the Seago, but I've moved things around a bit. I've got the water going along here, but I've moved the tree and I'll do my thing with it. But you can make this sort of thing up. But I'll put in a burnt umber. I'll just clean it off a bit. A burnt umber light and raw sienna. That's good. Just a wash of that over. And then a bit of sienna, just very light. Down to the horizon. Now over that, well I'll bring that down. I'm going to put some distant landscape over there. Now I'm going to use burnt umber, not burnt umber, some Payne's grey and some alizarin. A bit of burnt umber. To get some sort of brooding sky across, mixing some blue with it. And just brooding over there, and not really much darker than that, but just a bit across the top there. And I'll go back with that lighter colour just to fill in the light areas. I don't want too much white showing in these, in the sky. Enough, but give it a bit of sparkle. Okay, that will do. And I'm going to dry that off. That hake was very good for that. With this brush here, a bit of Payne's grey and alizarin, and just put in a bit of distance. Right, okay. I can now put in the snow, and that's a very. I'm going to put it in a very faint alizarin and Payne's grey. Just warming up. Well, to say some bits of blue in. Always show a bit of sky colour in there. Right. No, the same on the other side. Now we've got this light coming over the water here, so I'll put in a bit of colour. That way. Bit of sienna in there. Not too deep. Now that's my basic watercolour, and I'm going to add reflections in there. So let's just take some of that out a little bit. Right, okay. Now I'm going to dry that off and go over it again with a wash of another slightly darker cloud colour. Now I quite like that. I'm going to go with burnt umber and ultramarine. Bit of alizarin in there. Right, it's okay. Right. Not as blue as I tried to get it, but let's see. Trying to capture some wind being blowing across this plain of snow. Right, so we'll get a nice dark burnt umber and Payne's grey. So we'll just, it's coming up from here. So this is sort of blowing the tree, and it's like the prevailing wind. Okay, not much more than that. I can get that coming across there. Now, I really want that to come down to the top of the water, the start of the water. Just a bit of dry brush there. And put in some of the reflections in the water. Right, that's reflecting this bit above here. Right, so let's put in some bits of stuff to justify this reflection here. Okay. So the way you show reflections is to, what you put above, put below. Okay. And we'll put a bit of a right. That will do. So a little bit of shadow on this bank here. Right, now we'll put some bit of fencing in across there. Just a blue, bit of brown in there. Just. Well, that is more or less it, really. Not a lot more I can do with that. I don't really think I've got a good enough colour on here. It should have been slightly more blue rather than, you know. But the idea was to show this dark here. I think I might be wrong in showing a bit of too much white there. Right, I'll put it in a mount and we'll see. I must remember to sign it, but I'm not sure if it's worth signing. Well, it's different, but it's really based on a Seago, and I like the idea, but he was a master at expressing so much with so little. But that was his genius. Put another plane of something in. That's just a little bit. Right, well, for what it's worth, I'll publish it and see what you think of it. It really was an experiment using a very limited palette of Payne's Grey, burnt sienna, burnt umber, ultramarine and raw sienna, and I think I could have made that a little bit more blue. But it's what it is. It's a stark, bleak winter scene, but maybe that could have been bluer. Sorry. Let's zoom in and you have a look at it. I'll move the camera again because we're not square on it. Right, that's what I did for the water. And the water stains, I'm not unhappy about that. I've got the reflections. If you want water to look wet, you've got to put something in it to reflect, to give a sort of a mirror image. And then you know immediately that is reflecting surface be water. So that's a bit of a device really. But there we are, that's the wind-blown tree. I'll probably do this again in due course. I did one similar in oil several years ago and I sold that. Right, okay. But I can't take all the credit for this one. I've got to give Edward Seago a lot of credit for this. It was his idea, so I can't say that I invented it, but you can invent all this sorts of stuff. It was like somebody else's, but it's in this one's in the style of. So thanks for watching. I'll just zoom out again. You can have another little look, and we'll see what you think of that. Any comments on it you can leave on the video. But if you think it's a load of rubbish, then please say. I won't be offended. Bye bye.